You think you own your smart home. You don't. You are renting it, and the landlord can evict you tomorrow without telling you. Let me explain what I mean. You bought the devices, you set them up, you use them every day, so of course you own them, right? Here's the thing. When your light bulbs needs a server in another state to turn on, when your door lock checks the cloud before lets you in, a company's permission to hit your apartment, then you don't own that. You're borrowing it, and the terms are written by someone who doesn't know you exist. The trend that made this normal is cloud dependence. Everything wants the internet. Your bulbs need the cloud, your locks need the cloud, your thermostat needs the cloud, and I get it. The cloud is what makes setup easy. Scan the QR code, tap a button, done. No hub, no configuration, it just works. Until it doesn't.
Smart home automations are fun. So fun. Smart home automations are fun. I say the word and it runs.
Here's the thing about the cloud. You don't own it. You don't control it. And the company that runs it, they can shut it off whenever they want. And they have. Google kept Nest secure. Easton went dark overnight, no warning, no explanation. Samsung pulled the plug on all their SmartThings hub. Philips Hue just announced their 3rd gen bridge won't get updates anymore. Now you might thinking, okay man, some old products got discontinued. That happens with old tech. What's the big deal? Here's the big deal. In 2026, the smart home industry is pushing harder into the cloud than ever before. More Wi-Fi devices, more subscription models, more features that only work if the server is alive. The upgrade illusion, where the new features are technically possible on your current hardware, but only delivered for a cloud service you pay for monthly. By the way, does your light bulb really need a subscription? And it's not just subscriptions, it's the data. Every cloud-connected device sends information and back. When you wake up, when you leave, which room you use, that data doesn't stay on your device. It stays on their server. And if that server goes down, or the company decides your device is legacy, your smart home becomes a very dumb home very fast. And if you're renting, that's worse. You can't run Ethernet through the walls. You can't install a wired hub in a closet you don't own. You're relying on a Wi-Fi, which in a building is already fighting for your neighborhood's network, devices, streaming. You're one bad router day away from nothing working. So when a company says just connect it to the cloud, for a renter, that's a free point of failure. Your device, your Wi-Fi, not your server. Any of those goes down and you're standing in the dark again. By the way, if you think the video is interesting, please like, and if you like my content, subscribe. It helps me a lot. Now, let me show you what owning your smart home actually looks like. The opposite of cloud dependence is local control. Your devices talk to each other inside your home. No internet required. No server in another state deciding whatever your lights turn on. No company that can pull the plug. The good news? This is getting easier. Matter is the big one. It's built to work locally over Thread. Zigbee devices talk to a hub sitting in your house. Home Assistant runs everything from a little box on your shelf. I switched my apartment to local control 2 years ago. My lights work without internet. My automations run on a hub sitting in my living room. My door sensor don't ask a server in Virginia for permission to tell me the door is open. And here's what surprised me. It doesn't feel excited, it doesn't feel futuristic, it just works every time without me thinking about it. You think you own your smart home? With local control, you actually do. The best smart home doesn't feel smart, it feels invisible, and definitely it doesn't feel like it could disappear overnight. What cloud-dependent devices are you most worried about? Tell me in the comments, I read them all, and if you like videos about smart homes, subscribe. I see you in the next one.
Smart home